What up, family? Now, when it comes to Arkansas hip hop fam, we know it's been a long time coming, and we know that it's a lot of hungry individuals in Arkansas trying to get it right now by any means necessary, right? And we also know, fam, that Bankroll Freddie broke the doors. And we also know after Bankroll Freddie came about, it was Ed Dolo, and then you got Big Fizzle, then you got Cootie, that Big Fizzle signed to Gucci Man 1017, and Cootie is affiliated, right? So they doing what they doing. Now, Rainwater have been getting artists, deals, different things through Empire. He looking for artists saying that, Arkansas in need for him pretty much to push the scene. Saying a lot of individuals in Arkansas that's pretty much OGs in the game need to get out the way and let the YGs that's hard do their thing or put the money behind them. He says a lot of talent in Arkansas, fam, and the young ones that got the talent is getting looked over because the older ones with the money is not rocking with them. They still want the image. There's some facts in that, fam. Now, Rainwater was just on the interview with Ground Zero, right? Shout out to Ground Zero. And in between this interview, fam, he was asked a slew of things, but the main thing he was asked, did you know? Now he knew Bankroll Freddie, but did you know Ed Dolo, Big Fizzle, which signed to 1017, or Cootie? He said, no, I ain't never heard of them. You know what I mean? Now, one might say, and then he say like, hey, they sleeping on them. Like the world is sleeping on them. They ain't, I ain't never heard on them, regardless of the deal or what. Ground Zero pretty much can believe it. Like, hey, you ain't heard of, Cootie, Big Fizzle? They signed to 1017, this, that, and nothing. Right now, here go the facts. This game right now, fam, an individual is getting these deals or whatever the case might be, right? And Rainwater know this. But if you look at it, fam, if you ain't got an internet presence on a violent level, if your music ain't talking to where you got an F and F, or else if you ain't on social media, really got no ops and making some noise to what people want to see, because that's what the consumers want to see right now. It's what the youth want to see, op talk. So if you a quiet artist, whether you got a deal or not, whether you got a following or not, and you just dropping music, but you ain't got that record yet that done crossed over, it's going to be hard for everybody and a lot of people to know who you is. Even if you're getting screams, little money, it just don't matter. You got to have that hit record or that internet presence like Black Youngster came in the game with. You feel what I'm saying? Even Pooh Shiesty, a lot of more artists is beginning to understand that, hey man, this game is just a violent pick-off game. If you're not ready for the violence that this thing come with, people would not know your name unless you got that hit record. So I understand, fam, what Rainwater is saying, because it's a big fact. And not only that, it's not only Big Fizzle or Cootie or Ed Dolo. I cover artists from all over the world that individuals from other places never heard of. And these dudes got followings and everything. You feel what I'm saying? But the artists that these labels found, you know what I'm saying, giving these deals, cashing this money out to his artists like a Fredo Bang, or, NBA Youngboy, or, a Kodak Black, certain individuals, fam, that they pouring this money on. And the reason why is because these artists have that violent battery gangsterism in their back that's selling to the youth consumers of today's time. You feel me? Now, overall, Ed Dolo is a good artist. Overall, Cootie is a good artist. Overall, Big Fizzle is a good artist. We waiting on that hit. I have always said that when it came to Ed Dolo, the reason Bankroll Freddie was on the level that he was moving, like he was a controversial artist. Let's just keep it real, fam. People wanted to know what the ops had to say about him, or what he had to say about the ops, or his gangsterism from the streets. It is what it is. So in today's time in the game, if artists not willing to sacrifice, and I'm speaking on a whole general level, willing to sacrifice your life, sacrifice going to the feds. If you're not willing to sacrifice that talk, op talk, or really just, you feel me? We seeing what's going on in the hip hop game, fam. People, you feel me? It'll be harder to recover and come up in the game like an individual want to without that hit record. It's a battery in the back program, fam. But I will keep y'all updated on situations. But make sure you hit that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm out.